Hey everybody, what we're going to do in this video is solve through this problem. The exponential function f of x is equal to 560 times 1.026 to the x models the population of a country, f of x, in millions, x years after 1971. So, the country's population in 1971 was how many million? And we're going to substitute 0 for x to find this. And I'm going to again use my nice little calculator trick of 560 times 1.026. I'm going to raise it to the x. I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to get some gibberish number because I did not bother to check my value for x. X needs to be 0. So I'm going to take 0. I'm going to store it as x. I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to go back to that equation, hit enter. There we go, 560. That's the proper value, 560 million. Great. Let's take a look at the next part. In the next part, we want to substitute 27 for x and use our calculator to find the population to the nearest million. Okay, so I'm going to take 27. I'm going to store that for x. And then I'm going to hit enter. 27, great. And I'm going to go back, entry to my equation, hit enter. And I'll get 119.8. So this is 9 becomes a 0, 1 becomes a 2. 1,120 million. 1,120 million. Great. Now we're going to predict the population in the year 2025. So I'm going to take 2025. I'm going to subtract from it 1971, right? Figure out how many years after 1971 it was. 54. I'm going to hit store. I'm going to store that answer as x. And then I'm going to go back to my population model. I'm going to hit enter on that. I'm going to get 2,239. 2,239. I'll hit enter there. Great. Now we're going to find the population in 2052. So I'm going to do the same thing. 2052 minus 1971. Hit enter. Get 81. Store that as my variable. And then go back, entry, hit enter, get 4,478 million. 4,478 million. Great. And we've got one more part here. So it says, what will be happening to the country's population every 27 years? And you know what I'm thinking? It appears that the population is growing by a factor of 2. It's doubling, 560 to 1,120 to almost double every 27 years. That's our pattern. Great. All right. Now there's one other thing I wanted to show you with this calculator here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to graph that function as 560 and then 1.026 to the x. That's what we were doing, right? And I'm going to then I'm going to hit the table. And now I've got all of these values that I was having to enter listed in a table. For instance, 0, 560, if you remember that. And let me bring up the display so we can take a look here. So 0 was 560 million. We had for 27, and that's 1,120 million. I can scroll through to 54, 2,240 million. Scroll through to, what was it? It would be 72 then. or 5481 was it? Still have to do the arithmetic. 4,478. Still have to do the subtraction correctly if you do this. But we've got all the values that we need listed right here in a table. And that's really useful if you're having to do this sort of thing where you have to look up a whole bunch of values. You can have the calculator look up a whole bunch of values for you. Okay, so I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks a bunch. I'll see you next time. If you've got questions on this section or anything else, please send them to me. That Ask My Instructor feature up in the question help is a wonderful tool, and I can see exactly what's troubling you. So please use that. Thanks, and bye.